went to bleeding races, 'twas on the 9th of June, 1862 on a summer's afternoon. I took the bus to Banbury's and she was heavy laden. Away we went along Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Bleeding.
You're watching TOON Army TV. Welcome back to the channel. So breaking news coming from Newcastle United this afternoon. On their official website, they can confirm that both midfielder Isaac Hayden and second goalkeeper Karl Darlow have both committed their futures to Newcastle United Football Club. They have both signed long-term contracts. I will be bringing up the statements on screen for you to have a look and follow along from both Isaac Hayden and Karl Darlow. I do have opinions for both of them, but I will be talking about Hayden first and then Karl Darlow. So this is what the Newcastle United official website has had to say this afternoon for both of them. Newcastle United are pleased to confirm Isaac Hayden and Karl Darlow have both signed new long-term contracts with the club. Isaac Hayden, who joined the Magpies from Arsenal in 2016, has committed his future to the Magpies after the midfielder agreed a new 6-year deal. Darlow, who made the switch from Nottingham Forest to Tyneside in 2014 of the summer, has penned a 5-year deal with the club. So we're going to move on to the Isaac Hayden statement, and this is what he has had to say. I'm delighted. It shows a lot of loyalty and commitment from both sides. It's great to have agreed this before the start of the season, and we can focus on getting the football right and getting as high up the Premier League table as we can. So I am delighted for Isaac Hayden because he's been nothing but a great player for us in the time that he's been here. He's had a lot of problems, but he seems to have overcome them. And ever since he wanted to leave the football club for family reasons, which I understand, he has really just knuckled down and got on with it, and he's gave his absolute all in every game. He's never shirked a tackle. He's always got back and defended very well for us. And he's also got forward and, got the odd goal for us, especially the game against Chelsea. I'll never forget that, when he scored in the dying seconds of the game to give us that 1-0 win. I think that really lifted spirits, and you need players like that, like Hayden, who've got a bit of passion, and you could see how much it meant to him, when he scored at the Gallagher in front of all those fans, and it's a night I'll never forget, albeit I wasn't there, but just watching it on the TV, I've got nothing but nice things to say about Isaac Hayden. He's been a great servant to the football club. He's stuck through this club through thick and thin, being down into the Championship and getting promoted. And I have to say, if it wasn't for Jamal Lascelles being captain, I would actually give it to Isaac Hayden because I feel like he deserves it. And he showed real trust. He's showed real loyalty to this football club. And I have to say, he's an unsung hero, if you like. Not many fans talk about him because, like I say, he doesn't like to put himself in the limelight. He just likes to get on with it, and that's what I like about a footballer. You come in, you try not to be bigger than the club, you just play for the club and give it your absolute all. You give your all for the badge, and I hope that Isaac Hayden now can settle down. Maybe his family may be moving up, I don't know, but to sign a 6-year contract, I am surprised because of what had happened in the background with him potentially leaving, but I'm glad now that it's been rubber stamped. He's here, he's going to be a TOON player for a longer time to come, and that can only be positive news going forward because, like I say, he's very underrated, not only in our side but in the Premier League. He can definitely play for his country one day, and who knows, if he has a good season, he could be in Gareth Southgate's plans for the Euros. Fingers crossed for the lad. So like I say, I am delighted for Isaac Hayden, and let's hope you continue your rich vein of form for Newcastle United Football Club for the next few years to come at least. So we're going to move on to Karl Darlow, and this is what he has had to say after signing a new contract at Newcastle for 5 years. I'm really happy to have extended my stay. I've had 5 very good years, and things are very positive here, especially with the new players coming in. There's a buzz around the place, and that's great going into a new season. I'm happy to get sorted and give myself something to really get my teeth into. So that's what Karl Darlow has had to say. So looking at it, I'm a little bit surprised that he signed a 5-year contract because, let's be honest, he's not the best. But I have to admit, yes, he did get us promoted from, the Championship into the Premier League, but he's never really had those first team appearances, and I had him as to be sold going to a championship club this season, and you look at his pre-season, it hasn't been great. You know, his positioning's been all over the place. He's not really commanded his box very well. He's not really going to be a first-team goalkeeper. I believe with the age that he's at, he should be playing regular games in the championship and trying to make a name for himself and trying to rubber stamp a #1 spot. He's not going to get in over Martin Dubravka, in my opinion. Yes, he's going to play the first few games of the season, but once Martin Dubravka's back, where does he fit in? You might get the odd cup game, but then again, you look at Mark Gillespie. Why did we sign him then? Because surely Mark Gillespie could have been #2. And then you look at somebody like Freddie Woodman, who's gone to Swansea. Where's he going to fit in? Because we are offering players like Karl Darlow these long-term contracts. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Darlow. I just felt like it was right to let him go this summer to another club where he would have got that competitive football. But fair play to him, you know, he's going to be a TOON player for the next 5 years. But he has to understand he's not going to get first-team football all of the time, if not much at all. Because again, we don't last too long in the Cups. Moving on, this is what Steve Bruce has had to say after both have signed long-term contracts. I've been impressed with Karl. He hasn't played a lot because of performances of Martin Dubravka, but he's a very, very good goalkeeper, and I'm delighted to tie him up. I'm delighted with Isaac too. He's 25-year-old midfielder with the best years ahead of him. I know it has been a little bit on and off in terms of his future, so I'm very pleased that he's committed himself to the football club. We have had a very good week, and I'm in a very good window with the players we have brought in, but the business we have done in terms of keeping players have been very important too. So he's had nothing but nice words to say about Karl Darlow and Isaac Hayden, as you would expect. He understands that it's not been the best for Karl Darlow. We know that, and I've mentioned my opinions of Karl Darlow. But Isaac Hayden, 25-year-old, you know, he's got plenty of time to really, you know, knuckle down and try and get in the England side. It's not impossible the way England are playing right now in the Nations League. But it's been a great week, you know, signing the likes of Ryan Fraser, Callum Wilson and Jamal Lewis. We haven't really lost any players. We are going to get rid of some of the deadwood. That is going to be coming. And we've also signed Jeff Hendrick and Mark Gillespie, not to forget. So it's been a very good window so far. You never know, there could be more incomings. That has been the rumours. But yeah, it's been a good week to be a TOON fan. And I have to say, long may it continue. Let's go into the new season with some confidence. You know, as we take on West Ham tomorrow. Fingers crossed for a win. I've gone for a 2-1 if you haven't seen the match preview. But like I say, yes, I have to be happy for both lads. But I just feel like for Karl Darlow, 5 years is a bit of a long time for somebody who doesn't really get a game. But let me know what you think of these down below in the comments. Both Isaac Hayden and Karl Darlow signing new long-term contracts at Newcastle United Football Club.